Okay, I think we're all set up. Hello, everyone. I see 36 people watching. Hello. Finally back for a Studio Sunday stream. I am still sick, so I apologize for my voice. I hope it's not too bad. But I've got my tea here. I've got plenty of water. So hopefully we'll be okay. Hopefully the sound's good. Everything's good. How are you guys doing? Hello. Are any of you guys sick as well? I feel like everybody's sick right now. I'm just going to let Instagram know that I'm live. Hello, Neon. Hi. Hi, Suzanne from Canada. Hello back from Canada. All right, let's see. Just gonna post a story to Instagram. Okay. Hi from Nepal, Norway. Hello, hello. Thank you for your stream today, even sick. Yeah, I missed 2 streams and I didn't want to miss a third. I just started feeling better yesterday or the day before, and I was like, you know what, we're gonna stream even if I don't sound good. If if the sick voice is too much for you, then maybe skip today's stream, but I just wanted to come on and have a nice chill sketching stream. We're gonna do some dogs with alcohol markers and a little bit of colored pencil. Hi from Scotland. Hello, Spaghetti. Wow, Scotland. I'd love to visit Scotland someday. Okay. There we go. Instagram is informed. All right, so I've got some dogs here ready to sketch. I did this one yesterday, and I'm just having fun with a technique with some alcohol markers, little colored pencil, just trying to keep it loose and sort of painterly. Some fun little explorations here. And on Patreon, our sketchbook pals, we chose dogs as our monthly sketchbook prompt. So yeah, very fitting. I'm really excited to see what all of my patrons sketch this month. And yeah, if you don't know, I share all of my sketchbook pages, watercolor sketches, everything, every month, high-res scans up on Patreon if you're interested. And then we have those monthly sketchbook prompts. So yes, let me put up the reference, yes. Sorry guys, I've been sick for 2 weeks. I forget how to speak to people. There we go. Okay, so I've got my reference here on the screen. I'm gonna do this little guy next. I also have them linked down below. And I'm gonna zoom in. Boop, boop. There. Hopefully that's okay. Hi from Ottawa, Misty, very close to me. I'm in Montreal. I was actually born in Ottawa. Fun fact. Okay. Gosh, this tea is saving me today. So for this little guy, I did start placing some marker down. And I think I want to push in like a greenish direction for this one. Not gonna stick too faithfully to a reference, but it's gonna be like a jumping off point, I think. All right, I've got my little swatch cards here. I've got all of my markers over here, and then I've got my colored pencils up here to reach from. Just wondering how far I should push that green. I think I'm gonna go a little funky with it. I'm thinking this jade green here, which I might already have out. Okay, ain't nothing to it but to do it. And whatever happens, I know the colored pencils can fix a world of hurt. So let's just be loose with it. I hope all of you guys are doing well on this Sunday. He might end up looking like a Frankenpup. A couple days ago, I did not think I was going to be able to stream today because I was still so sick. I haven't been sick like this in forever. I feel like since I was a little kid. You know, when you're in school and everybody gets sick all the time because you're just a little kid and your immune system isn't quite up to snuff yet, and yeah, everybody gets sick. I'm sure if any of you guys have kids, you know all about that, but yeah, it really took me out for like 2 weeks. Okay. I've kind of squished his head, but I like it. I like the direction. Now let's add some warmth. I really apologize for my sick sounding voice. I think I'm gonna go into a pink, maybe the grayish cherry. Would this be a bad idea? No, I like it. Yeah, feel free to let me know what you're up to, if you're sketching at home, painting at home, just chilling. This might be a little bit of a shorter stream. I might be a little more quiet, but we're here, so that's good. I love a good jowl on a dog. It's one of my favorite parts to sketch. I like to exaggerate the shape sometimes. There's lots of information on this neck area, and I'm thinking I should really simplify it. When I was sketching these initially, I sketched them really quickly. You can see that with this one too. I just wanted to quickly get down the shapes I see and not overthink it too much. I thought we could get something a little more interesting that way. I might zoom in a little more for you guys, if we can. Oh, that's the max. Hopefully that's not too bad. OMG, these pupper faces. So sweet. Dogs are so much fun. They just come in so many different shapes and sizes. Hey! Hi! My dog just walked in. You want to go on your bed? Want to go on your bed? Okay. When's the next sketchbook tour? Well, I gotta finish this bad boy first, but I'm hoping February, March. March or April would be great. I think it won't be March. Let's be real, it won't be March. Probably April or May, but I can't wait because I've loved this sketchbook. Yeah, lots of really great things in here, I think. I've just had a lot of fun with it. If you want to see them early, everything is scanned and up on my Patreon for my Sketchbook Pals tier. But the tours are always fun because I get to go back and remember what was there, and it's like a little time capsule. I'm also trying to finish a watercolor sketchbook because I really want to improve my watercolor skills this year. So hopefully we'll have a watercolor sketchbook tour as well. Say pupper and they shall appear. Yeah, she's like, hey, are you talking about me in there? Yeah, she's curled up on her bed under my desk. I should have sketched her. I mean, there's quite a few sketches of her in the sketchbook, so. I really love this antique fuchsia color. Oohoo, antique fuchsia. It's just one of those ones that I feel like I reach for a lot. It's actually my dog Lou's, it's her birthday next week, and she's turning 5. I can't believe it. Like, no, you're still a baby. Darkening this shadow here. And Shantana, excitedly waiting for my 3rd sub box, and was wondering, Emily, which side of the paper do you use, rough or smooth? That's a good question. I'm trying to think, which side do I use? I don't think the rough side is too much rougher, right, than the smooth side. So I tend to use the more textured side, yeah. I don't think you can go wrong either way, but I do use the more textured side. It's not like a full-on cold pressed texture, but it does grip the gouache a little bit more. I'm always so impressed with how micro you can make your marks. Thank you. My kitty Gabby too. Leap day is her B-day, so March 1st this year. Shared B-day party. Oh, so sweet. Happy birthday, kitty Gabby. Wow, leap year birthday. That's so sweet. Okay. I might come back to this marker. It's always so scary getting darker with alcohol marker. But I think I need a sort of middle color here. Maybe this viola, rain purple flower. I think I'm gonna go for rain purple flower. Do I have you out? No. Where are you? V322. Come on. Show yourself. There it is. Am I going too purple with it? We'll see. We'll see. It might end up being like a purpley tealy sort of guy. There we go. Kind of want to go into the chisel tip. And I'm just gonna basically do this whole side of the face. What inspired you to make videos? By the way, I love your art. Thank you so much, Luna. That's the name of my dog. She perked up. What inspired me to make videos? Well, I started filming my art process, or my painting process, when I was in art school. Gosh, over 6 years ago. And I would just speed them up super fast, no voiceover, just music over top. And it was just sort of like a fun thing to do on the side. And then I graduated, the pandemic happened, and I didn't really know what to do. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll start making videos, see what happens. And I really enjoyed it. Yeah. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy a camera, see if I can make something happen. And luckily people started watching. Mew says, I don't understand English. My B-day, is 2nd of March. Well, that's coming up. My niece found a little puppy on the street and asked my mom if the dog can stay for one night. One night turned into almost 3 years now. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, little street puppy. I'm so glad they found a nice home with you guys. Paris. Hello, hello. We're glad you did. You're 100% one of the best. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so, so much. I'm really glad you guys are here. Hello, hello. Thank you everybody for joining me on this Sunday. If you're just hopping in, I am still pretty sick, so I don't sound great, but we're here, we're chilling. We're sketching some pups. I also want to say thank you to anyone here that ordered my sketchbook set with Etcher. We surpassed our stretch goal of 200 sales, so the inside cover of the sketchbook is going to have a full spread print of my gouache rabbit painting. And I'm so happy about that because I love how that looks. So, yeah. And thank you also to everyone that's ordered my gouache subscription box with Craftamo. I love seeing everybody's paintings on Instagram. I know month 3 has been shipped out, so I'm sure those will start trickling in as well. Inkaya says, I'm also sick, flu, feel better. Yeah, pretty sure it was the flu that got me. I hope you feel better too. Yeah, being sick sucks. When I first moved to Montreal in November, we got sick, but it wasn't this bad. It was a little cold. This really knocked us down, but I'm over the worst of it, so. Okay, I think I'm gonna bring a little bit of pinkiness into the ear. What are we gonna use? We're gonna use pink. RV260. Show yourself. There it is. Bring some of this into the cheeks, because why not? It's cute. And the eye as well. Okay. These French bulldogs are fun to draw. I heard they surpassed Labrador Retrievers for the most popular dog breed. It's pretty crazy. Hopefully my tea slurping isn't too loud. It's saving me. Okay. I also know French bulldogs can't have natural births. They all have C-sections, which I don't know how I feel about that. I don't like that, but we're sketching this little guy right now. Okay, how much more marker do I want to do before? I might bring in some colored pencil and then come back to marker. Okay. I've got this Faber-Castell Payne's Gray. Just trying to see if that's the one I want to use. Yeah, I think I'll start with that. I've got this little cup for sharpening my pencils. Are there any new art materials you would like to get in the near future? That's a really good question. I've had the Holbein colored pencils, like the full set, on my wish list forever. I just haven't taken the plunge yet because it's quite pricey. I have the pastel, like the very small, I think it was like 12 color pastel set, and they're just so buttery and lovely. I would love to have the whole color range at my disposal. There's also, Holbein has some granulating watercolors that they've come out with that are absolutely gorgeous, so I'd love to try those. And then for my oil painters out there, Gamblin has just been dropping so many new color releases, and they're really, really fun colors, and they're colors that are really missing from the color gamut in oil paints, so it's really cool. I'd love to get my hands on those. Like, they dropped an 80s inspired release, so they had like just some really punchy colors. They came out with a radiant orange, which is also really nice. I feel like that's an area on the color gamut that is lacking. So yeah, love to pick those up. And I know I will. It's just it's just a matter of when. Oh, colored pencil really really brings the piece together, I feel like, or these alcohol marker sketches together. Holbein has granulating now. Oh no, I'm in trouble. Yes, if you look at their Instagram, the swatches, they're so beautiful. I need. Is drawing peppers easier than drawing people for you? I'd say yes and no. I think you can get away with exaggerating dogs' features more. You can go a little more crazy with it without it getting uncanny valley, where with people, it's so easy to go uncanny valley with it. Because I still like to stylize a little bit with my human portraits, but yeah, I don't want it to end up in the uncanny valley area. Whereas with dogs, you can really just stretch and pull, and it's still gonna be cute, you know? For the most part. I hope you do some oil painting soon. Me too. Me too. Oh, the cool violet. Yeah, the new Gamblin' Cool Violet. Definitely want that one too. Yeah, I really want to do more oil painting. Oil painting YouTube videos don't tend to do as well, but I'd love to figure out a way to make them interesting for people that don't oil paint, you know, even for people that don't oil paint, like they can still get something out of the oil painting video, if that makes sense. And I want it to be interesting, not just here's me painting. So that's something I want to figure out, because I do want to oil paint more, but it's really hard to find the time when, you know, the painting process isn't for a video. Okay, I'm going to mute for a second so I can blow my nose, and I'll be back. Okay, we're back. I've also bought pastel watercolor from Holbein, such cute colors. Holbein, they have some really stellar art supplies, I gotta say. I'm guessing the gouache and colored pencil videos are the most popular. Yeah, I'd say gouache, colored pencil, alcohol marker. I think acrylic markers are really popular right now. Some oil paintings accounts I love. Yeah. Neil Cummings. Yeah, he's great. I follow him as well. Neil Cummings' channel is great. Yeah, it is. Andrew Kadima. Finally caught you live. Hi, hello. Dennis the Menace. Hi, Emily. Hope you're feeling better. Is making art a full-time occupation for you? Yes, it is now, which is really crazy to say. But yes, it is now my full-time occupation. Trying to think of more oil painting accounts. Nicolas Uribe, definitely. Gosh, I feel like if I didn't have sick brain, I could just list off a bunch for you right now. I always find when I'm sick, it's like the words just don't come to me. Oh, Nick Runge, Nick Runge Art. He has amazing watercolors and oil paintings. Um, yeah, highly recommend his Instagram. I would love to see acrylic marker portraits from you. That's a good idea. I did one acrylic marker portrait. Um, Here we go. I did one of Paul McCartney, but I would love to do more. I'm still trying to figure out how acrylic markers could fit into my art practice, you know, like where do they fit? I do really like sketching with them. I feel like they could almost be used for pre-sketches for gouache paintings. Like I could use them to quickly sketch out ideas, different color palettes and compositions, and then, you know, do a full painting with gouache. The Bianca, hello. This is so cute. I love the way you do your shapes. Thank you so much. Crunchy shapes, if that even makes sense. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Like sharper shapes. Well, thank you so much. Everything looks gray in the reference, but somehow you can see the colors. Thank you. Yeah, you just sort of really exaggerate the colors that you see. And you can also just make it up sometimes. As long as you get the values in, you can kind of just do whatever you want. I feel like, I don't know, whenever I'm not 100% health-wise and I make art, I feel like I'm a little more indecisive or less bold with my choices. I take less risks. I'm a little more cautious. Ears that go up, like where you see the inside of the ears, like with cats, they're always a challenge, and I really try and just simplify them as much as I can, because there's so many little nooks and crannies. But I find if I just simplify it, not think about it too much, just try and put down the shapes and values I see, it's usually okay. It usually comes off okay. Just really, really simplifying all this information down here on the neck. Ooh, Nick Runge and Benjamin Bjorklund, my fave watercolor artists. Yes, same. Love Benjamin Bjorklund and also his oil paintings as well. They've both got that thing where they're able to use both mediums so well. This sketch down here, I definitely was thinking of Bjorklund while doing it. He has lots of paintings of his Great Dane. I think he has a Great Dane or had a Great Dane. Trying to think of what else I want to do with this little guy here. I'm wondering if I should jump to this one and then come back to him, because I do feel like I want to push it further. Yeah, I might come back to this guy in a little bit, because I was really thinking of pushing sort of a green look with him. I kind of want to, let's see, jade green. Turn in this guy a little bit. I think I just want to give myself like a little bit of a, yeah. That's fun. A little green in the background that he can sort of come forward out of. Yeah, I like that. And I can also use the colored pencils to bring out some highlights in a little bit as well. Okay, I like that. I think I might come back to him. I've already named this pupper George. This guy? Oh, this is a George for sure. Yeah, I feel that. Oh, I can't laugh, I'll start coughing. Do you do any master studies these days? I haven't in a while. I'd love to do some more. The last ones I did were those line decker Santas. Where are they? These guys that I did a video on. Well, line decker. No. Yeah, line decker and then Haddon Sunblom. But I'd love to do more line decker studies. I'd love to do. There's so many I'd love to do. Maybe some Dean Cornwell. Love Dean Cornwell. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna move on to this guy. Okay, I'm gonna change the reference on the screen, but I'm not done with this guy. Actually, one thing. Okay. One thing I don't have right now is a waxed-based white colored pencil. I need to get one. Because the oil-based ones, they don't really cover as much, but that's okay. Work with what we got. Okay, where's the next reference? This guy. Okay, we've got a Great Dane right here. And this one I already had some marker down when we started. This one, we're gonna start this one together. This reference is very low res, which I kind of like because I can't see all of the details, so I can really just simplify those shapes and values quite easily. The problem is I literally cannot zoom in to the image on my phone. Can't zoom in, so there's that. It's a tiny little thing, cannot zoom in. So we'll do our best here. So I think I want to give myself a nice base to work from. I've also got these swatches of my Copics. thinking I might do like a big base color of this mauve shadow color. It's very similar to, which one is it similar to? I'd say it's closest to Viola in the Ohuhus. Sort of like something between Viola and Grayish Cherry. I use Grayish Cherry a lot. I'm almost thinking about using that as the base, but I think I'm gonna use this guy. Is that a Moleskine sketchbook? No, this is a Talon's art creation sketchbook. No, look at that sticker, that's so cute. My partner made this. He is Lucky Roll on Instagram if anybody is interested. He's fantastic. Is there a colored pencil video coming up soon? I really want to do one. I will do one. So yes, at some point soon, I'm gonna make a colored pencil video. Are we thinking portraits? Colored pencil portraits or something else? I bet the art scene in Montreal is amazing. It is. I haven't been here very long. And I haven't gotten to explore too much of the city yet, but really excited because there's always something going on here. Okay. Let's just do some big sweeps. I think I'm gonna go horizontal for this one. Get some horizontal movement against that vertical. The verticalness of the sky. Am I sold on that? I don't know, let's just do it. Ah! Scary, always scary. But that's okay. I do like to sometimes put down a base like this to, here we go. There. I like to put down a base like this to build the portrait out of. Sometimes I find the alcohol markers, they just go down nicer when you already have a layer of them down. But it depends on your paper. I've found with certain papers, they just cannot handle a lot of alcohol marker, and very early on, they start to say, no, we're at our limit. And in that case, you kind of don't want to waste one of your layers. If that makes sense. Colored pencil portraits? Yeah. Okay. I also want to do some alcohol marker plus colored pencil portraits, so you're definitely going to see that soon, because that is already underway. So expect that. Doesn't Talon sketchbook bleed through? Yeah, most sketchbooks do. I don't really mind it bleeding through, honestly. Usually what I'll do is I'll just do like pen sketches or something on the other side. You can also do acrylic marker sketches because they're opaque. But ultimately, I don't really mind in my sketchbook. Yeah, sometimes, especially if it's something you're not confident in sketching, it can be nice to have stuff on the page already. So it's not like a bright blank page that you're sketching on. When I first started sketching with pen, and I was super uncomfortable with it because I was so used to sketching with pencil all the time, I actually found it helpful to do my pen sketches on those pages that had alcohol marker bleed through. Because it was like, you know what, it doesn't matter too much, the page is already all mucked up. And it really allowed me to just chill out a bit. Chill out about it. I'm noticing all of these sketches are going very cool toned, but it's just the way it is today. I do sort of want to bring in almost a gradient of some warm colors in the jowls because he has sort of like a pinky, jowly snout. And I think that would be fun just to have like a pink gradation, a warm gradation to cool. I don't know. My problem with the Copics is that you can't stack the lids. Like, what's that about? Come on. Me sick. Come on, guys. Okay, can't see too much details in the reference, so just be loose with it. I like this little highlight there. I'm gonna try and keep that. Oh, we got 90 viewers watching right now. Hello, guys. 90 people listening to my sick voice. I hope you're all having a nice weekend. Hey, you can't see me, but I was just wiggling a little bit to the music. Josie, hey, hello. Hello, Blueberry. Dennis the Menace, curious to see how you would bring out the reddish hue around the mouth. I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how it goes. If I can't bring it out through alcohol marker as much as I want to, I'll use colored pencils to beef it up a little bit. Even sick, you sound good. Oh, thank you. Really appreciate you showing up while sick. Thank you. Honestly, I needed I needed to sit down at my desk and hang out with you guys. It's really nice after being sick in bed. Deadly Ninja, have you tried using Ohuhu markers? I've been drawing with them recently and they feel quite nice to use. Yeah, I've been using mostly Ohuhu markers for these, but I do have a few Copics that I'm also dipping into. I sort of just mix and match the brands. They seem to do okay like that. But yeah, I like Ohuhus a lot. This is the set I have. I think it's the pastel set. So there aren't a ton of dark colors, but I find I can mix some. Like I can use this neutral gray and layer it with antique fuchsia or mauve or something, and they kind of create like some nice dark colors. So I do that. But then I have some darker Copics. Oh, I can hear here. I was gonna say I can see the steam coming out of my ears. My sick brain trying to work. Thanks for bearing with me. Okay, let's dip into some other colors. I think I want to try and get that warmth in the snout, the muzzle, before we go much further. There's lots of really nice Ohuhu colors for this. We've got tea rose. I think I'm gonna start with pale cherry pink. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start with pale cherry pink and then maybe go into like a light tea rose or sardonyx. They're very similar. These and chocolate pink, like they're very, very close. And tea rose as well. Okay. All right, what did I just say? I think I said pale cherry pink. Where are you? Boop, boop. Oh, good focus. Watching you and procrastinating cleaning my room and making a project for a birthday present. Aw. Happy to be part of your procrastination. Curious to know what your project is for the birthday present. That's really sweet. I think handmade presents are so precious. Okay, I'm just gonna okay, it's kind of working. Oh, almost covered my highlight there. Kind of did a little bit, but we can bring it back out with colored pencils. Just trying to be loose with it. Because this reference is so low quality, it's helpful to just be loose with it. Not too many distracting details, you know? Nice. I sometimes like to go out of the lines a little bit. And then when we bring in some more alcohol marker and colored pencil to like sharpen things up, it's kind of nice to have those little bits kind of oozing out. Oozing's probably not the best word, but that's what my sick brain came up with, so take it or leave it. Sorry for the tea gulp. I'm watching all your videos about gouache portraits. One thing that I really struggle with is soft edges since it doesn't blend as much as oils. Do you have any tips? So one thing you can do is just have a very slightly damp brush, a clean brush, after you've placed your gouache down, and you can just really gently one swipe over it to soften those edges. I don't do a lot of soft edges in my gouache work. I usually use like a transition color between two colors. Like I'll have a transition color between to almost, gradate those colors, blend those colors without actually blending. But yeah, I would say place your two colors, let them dry, take a slightly damp brush, like really not dripping water, and just one swipe to blend it, maybe two, but you don't want to go back and forward because then it's just going to turn into a muddy mess. Boop the snoot, please. This one? Boop. I've got a snoot under my desk too, but she's sleeping. The average commenter, I never get how these YouTubers learn their skills from. Curious to know where they learn stuff like markers. I've been into art for a long time, my whole life, actually. And my art in, say, high school was not great. I was definitely like an art kid, so people in high school would have said that my art was good, but looking back, I'm like, was not good. My sketches were not good. And I was just like obsessive about it. It's what I did in all my free time. And I think the more time you put into it, the more you'll get out of it and the more you'll improve. It's just about putting the hours in and enjoying it while you're doing it and enjoying learning. There wasn't like a ton of YouTube artists when I was, getting into it. There's definitely a lot more now, so there's a lot more resources to learn from. Okay, I'm gonna mute again to blow my nose. Thank you guys for putting up with me. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Gonna start to get darker with this guy. Let's see. Oh, Ultramarine's here. Hi, Ultramarine. How are you doing? I like how you're so patient and calm when you choose colors. I always panic. No, don't panic. Yeah, I just I'm like, ooh, let's see what this one does. Just playing with it. Yesterday I saw a reel about Chinese students using Himi jelly gouache for oil practice because oil paints are very expensive and take very long to dry. Just an interesting... Yeah, so Chinese art students do use Himi jelly gouache to practice for oils, and I kind of want to make a whole video about it. Ultramarine actually sent me a book, a Chinese art book for students that are going to take their art exam, I believe, and they use Himi gouache. And I really want to make a video about it. I've been wanting to for a long time, but it's really interesting. Yeah, you can use some like bristly brushes and get sort of an oil-like look with them. Yeah, they're definitely different from traditional gouache. Any tips for drawing dogs who are black and fluffy? My dog is black and fluffy. I'm trying to think of how I would treat it differently. I mean, this dog up here is black, mostly black. Oops, there you go. And I sort of just went a blue direction with it. But you can really see all sorts of colors sort of pop out of black fur, and you can exaggerate those, like pinks, greens, blues, purples, where the light hits. I would say have fun with, large dark areas, large dark shapes, and those fun little pops of light that show this is dog. This isn't just big black blob. This is dog. If that makes sense. Like these are some large dark shapes, but then, you know, this little shape on top of the snout, this little light shape. Or up here, you know? There's little moments of lightness, and you can have fun with colors in those moments. Okay, let's get darker. Let's get darker with this guy. What color are we gonna use? I'm thinking pale blue violet. Are you here with us on the desk? You are. Okay, brush tip or chisel tip? Start chisel tip for these big ears. Kind of thinking about this chisel tip as like a flat brush. Oh, I love how you did the eyes. These guys. Thank you. That was my first one of the spread, so a little rusty, but that was like my first sketch I did after, you know, being sick and starting to feel better. I hate being so sick that I can't even sketch in my sketchbook in bed. Like, I'm just that sick. No. Mm-mm. Okay. I'm gonna try and leave out these little light areas that show his eyelids. They're like a little too light here, so I'm probably gonna go over with another color, like a slightly lighter color, so that they blend in a little more. Because I just want them to be like a hint, just a little hint to say there's eyeball here. Eyeball here. Is that the style of Chinese painting where they count strokes? Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. I don't know about that. That could be a learning method, right? Like you know, can you show that this is a pear with this many strokes? That is a really good challenge to learn brushstroke control. I've said that before in my videos that I really want all of my brush strokes to count. I don't want wasted brush strokes. They should all have a purpose. And if I find that I'm placing strokes and they don't have a purpose, I need to sort of stop myself or check myself. Because I might just be getting a little lazy, which happens sometimes, but it's good to be aware of. Hello, hello, ultramarine. Sam, any tips for drawing dogs who are black? Oh, I already answered that. I don't know if I answered it well, but gave it my best shot. I'm actually planning on painting my black and fluffy dog this month because it's her birthday, and I've sketched her a lot, but I haven't. Have I painted her? Maybe I've painted her in my sketchbooks before. I don't know. But I want to really properly paint her. So maybe I'll have some more insight for you after I attempt that painting. Okay. I think I need a middle color here. Halftone. Who's it gonna be? So we did pale blue violet. I think I'm gonna do rain purple flower. Or grayish cherry. I might do grayish cherry. Here we go. I think I will go into rain purple flower. V322. Got it. Okay, move you guys over. Here we go. Okay, just really trying to get this, push this side back into the shadows a bit. How old is she turning? My girl is 7. She's turning 5. Oh, she's turning 5 next week. This dog is a cheat code for stylizing a face. This guy? Yeah. Honestly, the references, it's just so simplified for us because it's so low res. That's honestly something you could do to a reference for a portrait, is just obliterate the quality of it. I've done that before. I've taken a reference into Procreate and then used the blur setting, sliding it up, and just looking at the blurred version of the reference can really help me see like the simplified shapes. Love tuning in. I should probably stop procrastinating now. By the way, it's a stained glass piece of a cat. I normally do typical portraits, but I want to try a new medium. Stained glass, that's so cool. Oh my goodness. Well, have fun with that. I hope it turns out as you envisioned. That sounds so fun. Oh my goodness. Thanks for tuning in, Princess. That's really cool. Gonzalo, I love how you paint. I'm a beginner. With which school markers could I start with? I think Ohuhu's would be a good place to start with, honestly. Artex also has some great alcohol markers that I'm gonna try out soon. But I've heard a lot of really good things. And thanks for saying that you love how I paint. Okay, I feel like I'm almost at the point where it's saying no more marker, please. So let's see, I want to bring in a little more pink. I'm gonna do Queen Pink. It's a little bit of a cooler color. I think it could look good. And I think I want to just darken up the darks. And how am I gonna do it? I think I might bring in Lipstick Natural over the blue. That might help. Let's do it. Lipstick Natural. Or should I do something brighter like Hollyhock? I don't know, I'm kind of scared to do Hollyhock. I hope that wasn't too loud. Ooh, okay, that's really bright. gonna do lipstick natural. Or is there something between? I could do mallow. Where are you? Maybe I'll try this. I don't know if it's quite dark enough though. Actually, what if I do one of the dark grays? I've got this Copic gray. Agate? Whoa, that's... E. I'm doing what Ultramarine said, I'm panicking. This one. I'm gonna go crazy. I think I'm gonna do agate. Oh, wait, this one's kind of oozing. It's one of the colors that I, for some reason, have doubles of. Okay, let's move her over. Yeah, lipstick natural is a pretty color. We may yet use her. Oh, I'm scared. Okay. Do it, do it, do it. Okay. Absolutely terrifying. Just trying to be confident with my strokes. My dog's sleeping and she's having a little dream. So she's making little baby sounds under my desk. Okay. Simplify. Don't panic, just place what you see. You ever give yourself pep talks while sketching or painting? Pale blue violet here. That dark value just changed everything. All those value relationships. Okay. Where did I put the lipstick natural? Where are you? I know it's right in front of my face. Oh, it's over here. Okay, I think I want to bring in a little more pink, and then I'm going to go to colored pencils. I'm looking for tea rose. I feel like this lid color is very far off what it looks like. All right, more markers on the table now. Okay. I think we can go into colored pencil. I do have this light prawn, and I'm thinking I might bring in a little pop of this. Around the mouth. Lavender mist, maybe? Sorry for my bad English. What sketchbook do you use? No, your English isn't bad. This is a Talon's art creation sketchbook. Love your style. Thank you so much. Death Knell. Hi, Emily. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better, just congested and still have a cough, but I have a feeling this is going to be one that hangs around for a while, so. Looks fantastic. Thank you so much, North. I've been using the Ohuhu bleed proof one, and it's amazing how it doesn't bleed, but it feels a little too shiny and rubbery-ish to me. Yeah, I really like how the markers go down on the Talon sketchbook. Absolutely does bleed through, but I did say earlier in the stream that I don't really mind that. I don't mind doing pen sketches over top. And I don't like that sort of shiny feeling that you're talking about. I've tried, not the Ohuhu one, but I've tried sort of similar marker sketchbooks, and I didn't really like it. I like using marker on paper that feels like paper. But then I also don't like when the paper's too absorbent, and then you can't really layer much before it gets very, I don't know, oversaturated with marker. Okay, let's see. Prussian blue. I've got this dark indigo. I still need to get a new pencil extender for my little short guys. I lost mine in the move. Yeah, sorry not talking as much. I don't want to push my voice too far. I know if I push it too far, I'll just lose it completely. But honestly, this tea is my hero. It's one of those like sore throat teas. The best thing about the Talon sketchbooks is you keep wanting to go back to use them. Yeah, my partner got me my first Talon sketchbook. It was the pink one. It was that like bright pink one I had that I did a sketchbook tour on. Don't remember what year, but I think it was my second sketchbook tour on the channel. My first one was a moleskin. And yeah, after using that bright pink Talon sketchbook, I was totally converted. They deserve all the hype they get. A lot more affordable than the moleskin, but very, very comparable in quality. Very similar. Yeah, the Talon sketchbooks are my favorite. I can't see myself switching anytime soon. I think it would be cool if they came out with a brighter white paper version. I like the sort of cream paper, but even using alcohol markers, the markers look so different on this paper than on a bright white sketchbook. Loving the bold strokes. Thank you, Dennis. North says, save your health, we're mesmerized by your work. Thank you. The cork covers are white pages. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Okay, I'll look into that. Because this is this isn't the cork covers, right? This is like a paper cover, but I still think these pages are pretty yellowy. I wish they did one with white paper also. Yeah, it'd be fun to mix it up. I gifted my partner one of the landscape Talon sketchbooks, like the landscape orientation, and he's having a lot of fun with that orientation. It's really cool to see. I might try one at some point. I love a speckly dog, like a dog with all these cow prints. Love a good cow dog. Okay, so what do I have here? Pulled out a few colors. Rosy beige, Prismacolor. Nectar. Ooh, this one's might be good for the jowls. I also have, this is the cluster of pencils I keep in my pencil case. I've got this grade lavender. I like the aesthetic. Thank you, Kramba. Welcome. The doggy's snout is so adorable. You captured that pooch's beauty perfectly. Thank you so much, Samantha. What was the last pink Copic you used? Oh, good question. Okay, I did use this was the last pink I used, which was a Copic. Is that what you're asking? My brain heard oh hoo hoo. Oh yeah, Copic, okay, sorry. Yeah, R22, it's light prawn. Sorry, my sick brain, I was read Copic and then I was like thinking that you said oh hoo hoo. And then I was searching my brain for like what was the last oh hoo hoo color I used. We're doing our best. Yeah, I like this grade lavender color. For Prismacolor, this is gonna bring out some of these little snout shapes. There's sort of this little noodle shape highlight that I want to keep, emphasize, enjoy. Alcohol markers and colored pencils are just a match made in heaven, really. They work so well together. I'm glad people joined the live stream, even though I took 2 weeks off. I wasn't sure if it would be, I don't know, if people would join, but I'm glad people did. I'm glad you guys did. If you're enjoying the live stream, if you give it a thumbs up, like just like you would a video, that would be super helpful to boost it a little bit so that hopefully YouTube shows my streams to more people when I live stream. I noticed from my own YouTube viewing that YouTube's changed the subscription page so they don't show your subscriptions, like your video subscriptions, in order of uploads. They're doing sort of an algorithm thing where they show you the subscriptions up top that they think you're most likely to click. Which, as a video creator, is kind of scary because I'm like, what if people that want to see my new video or my live stream don't see it on their subscription feed, you know? I feel like the home feed should be the one that's, I don't know, pushing the algorithm of what YouTube thinks you want to watch. The subscription feed should just be subscriptions in order. As a viewer, that's what I would prefer too, you know? Anyways, all that being said, like the live stream if you're having a nice time. Okay. Now this is where I really wish I had a white wax-based colored pencil, like a Prismacolor or a Holbein. I only have white oil-based colored pencils and they don't have that coverage power that a wax-based does. So I'm trying to be quiet. Trying to be quiet with my pencil cluster near the mic. Yeah, I should get a white wax-based pencil. I mean, that's working a little bit, but do you prefer buying sets or individual colors? I think it can be helpful if you're starting from scratch to get a set, and then you can add a few extra individual colors. But yeah, at this point, I usually only get individual colors, ones that I run out of. But I did mention earlier in the stream to people that I really want to get the big Holbein colored pencil set. Samantha says, what sharpener do you use for colored pencils? I have a electric sharpener that I use mostly for these oil-based colored pencils like Faber-Castell Polychromos. It's a, whoops, sorry for bumping you guys. It's an AFMAT long point pencil sharpener, and I have it linked in my Amazon list, but I don't prefer it for the wax-based colored pencils like the Prismacolor and the Holbein because the tips break more easily. So I like a more stumpy sharpen rather than a long sharpen. And also, I'm not using the electric sharpener today because it would be really loud for the mic. So I've just got this little, I think it's like a no-name little sharpener, and I use the big side for the wax-based, and that gives a more stumpy sharpen, and then I'll use the narrow one for the Faber-Castells, and it gives a longer point. And these ones don't break as easily, so you can get away with that long point, which is quite nice. These ones do break easy, so little stumpy guy. Hopefully that was helpful. I've got like one little brain cell running around in my brain right now. Just one guy. What's this? Pink rose Prismacolor. Okay. Pick up my indigo again. Just to emphasize some of these darker shapes. And I kind of want to soften this shadow side, make it a little less sharp compared to the other side of the face. Sorry for blocking the drawing there. Okay. Holding the pencil kind of funny because it's so short. Okay, I kind of want to add like a fun color. Okay, I've got this Holbein, let's see, what do we got here? Ice green, that could be fun. Give it a sharpen. Let's see. Loving how the jowls are looking on this guy. Thank you, Sheba friend. Pencil ASMR is nice though. Oh, good. Wuthering Heights is one of my fave books. I hope the movie is just as great. Was it good? Oh, did you watch Wuthering Heights? And if yes, how did you like it? I haven't watched it. I have read the book. I love the book. I'm with Francie. I love the book. So yeah, I'm excited to watch it. I'm gonna keep an open mind and know that it's a different interpretation. It looks fun. It does look fun. Francie found it very disturbing, but I want to read the book. Haven't read it yet. Interesting. I heard they cut out a lot. Well, obviously all movies cut out a lot, but I don't know. I think the ending of the book is just so powerful. And if that's just completely not part of the movie, then it is gonna, you know, be missing a little something something, I think, but I don't know. I'll let you know when I watch it. I really want to watch 28 Years Later Bone Temple. That's the plan. I actually might watch it tonight. Yeah, not for everyone, but I love horror movies and love zombie movies. I watched 28 Years Later a few weeks ago and I just loved it, so I've been so excited for Bone Temple. What else? Been loving the show Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Absolutely loving it. And what have I been reading? I read True Grit recently. Loved that, and I feel like I'm in the Western cowboy mood recently, so I picked up a book called, I think it's called When the Whiskey Runs Dry, and I'm only like 15% of the way through, but I'm enjoying it. And I read a novel called Rue, R-U, and it's a French-Canadian novel. I read the English translation, but it was beautiful. I really, really liked it. It's about people moving to Quebec from Vietnam. Okay. I don't know if I love this big shape there, but I kind of just wanted this to be more little pops than anything. So let's see if we can knock that back a bit. Oh yeah, here we go. Be gone. Disturbing may be a good sign because the book is too, yeah. If anybody else has read or watched something recently that they really like, feel free to share. Going back into this light prawn Copic. And I think I'm going to take this lavender mist and I just want to soften the transition in a few areas. I made this ear way too big, but I don't really mind it. I could actually probably go in and shrink that with the colored pencils. Okay, I might see if I can shape this ear a little bit with the colored pencil. I don't mind it being like a little exaggerated, a little big, but I don't know. Let's see what we can do. I sort of like when the background sort of blends into the subject a little bit. Kind of fun. I like how the snout's coming out. Soften some edges, looking great. Thank you so much. Now I can't decide if this is a Drake or a Lily, this pup. I'm liking Lily. I see Lily for her. Me Too, So Sad Tonight is the last episode of Night of Seven Kingdoms. It is? Oh my gosh. I didn't know that. The last episode was so good. That is sad, and the episodes are so short too. It's like, give me more. I know they're filming the next season already, so hopefully it's not too long of a wait. Also watching The Pit, which is so good, and I love how many episodes they give us of The Pit. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this guy. I feel like I could push the snout out a little more, which would be nice. I've got this very warm red, scarlet red, polychromos. And I might add a couple little intense pops of red. Kind of, looking for a warm gray. I've got this Prismacolor warm gray. Might see if I can just try and make this snout pop out a little bit more. Okay. Once you put down the colors, I see that they were actually there in the reference, but never before. That's really cool. That's really cool. I love the pit too. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. As for the colors, I feel like you just eventually train your eyes to see those colors. It can help when you're looking at a reference to isolate specific areas. Okay. Could probably be better, but that's okay. I mean, could definitely be better, but I'm happy with it. Being able to see those blues is amazing though. Yeah. I think I just saw that it was slightly cool and then just really, really exaggerated that into full-blown blue. Okay. Should probably put down the pencil soon. Just trying to see if there's any little shapes that pop out to me that I want to push. It's really helpful to look at the live stream feed for me to see. It's almost like stepping back. Really trying to have this side of the face be softer so it can be pushed to the back a little bit, out of the foreground. Hi Emily, glad I could catch this live. Been enjoying rewatching your Sunday streams. Oh yay! I'm working on a portrait of my friend's dog. Love the way you draw dogs. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you so much, random internet user. Definitely recognize your username. Thank you for joining. I hope your dog portrait is coming along. Are you painting it? Are you drawing it? Also, what kind of dog is it? I love that. I'd love to do some more pet portraits. Kind of bump up the pink in the snout a little bit, more than it is in the reference. Okay. I think I might be done that guy for now. I was gonna go back into this guy, but we've been streaming for almost 2.5 hours. I didn't even realize. I just got caught up in the doggy sketches. So I think I'm gonna call it here. I might do more off camera at some point, we'll see. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna call it. They're fun little dog sketches. Let's zoom out a little bit. There. My desk has become absolute chaos, but here we go. I've got another little pen sketch there. I had a lot of fun pushing shape and just trying to really exaggerate the expressions in these pups. So that was really fun. Went by fast. Thank you, Em. Thank you, North, for joining. Does it help having so many variations of the same colors, or does it hold you back and confuse you? I do think it can hold you back. I did notice in my earlier sketchbooks with colored pencils, I had just a small selection. And sometimes I look back and I go, wow, those were some good colored pencil sketches because I was really limited with my color palettes. But I also feel like I'm learning how to limit myself with all of the colors. Not all the time, but it can be helpful also to choose your colors ahead of time, pull them out ahead of time so you don't just have an ocean of colors in front of you like I do right now. Please take care and feel better soon. Thank you so much. Thanks everyone for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, if you want to join us on Patreon, we do a monthly sketchbook prompt, and I share high-res scans of all of my sketches in this sketchbook and in my watercolor sketchbook. I share them at the end of every month over there. So yeah, and if you join, you can see all of the years of previous sketches as well. So yeah, I'll have that link down below. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Here, I can get rid of this. Where are you? Ref. Here we go. Thank you guys for joining me. Definitely gonna do more on this guy off camera. Hope you all have a lovely Sunday, a wonderful rest of the day, whatever time it is there. Have a lovely evening. Oh, Ingrid, thanks for the stream. Thank you so much, Ingrid. Thank you everybody for joining me, and I'll see you next Sunday with another Studio Sundays live stream. And yeah, of course I'll be posting videos here as well. So yeah, bye. Thank you everyone. See ya. I'm just hanging around to see little chats. Thank you, Soap Residue. Thank you, Dudley Ninja. Bye, everyone.